Get out that popcorn, maybe a passport. We're in Bogota, Colombia. Rather than zoom like geckos through the streets of Bogota, my small group decided to follow at least one implication from the movie title Strategy of the Snail by moving slowly. This let us appreciate the thriving city with its vibrant culture that features art, history, food, music, and vivid colors demonstrating flair that the Colombian term magical realism embraces. Take art. The city boasts a museum full of paintings and sculptures by Fernando Botero, who gained worldwide acclaim for his works featuring whimsical inflated figures. Amusing, but often bearing social commentary and challenging traditional views of beauty, Botero's museum packs a walloping dose of magical fun. First Lady, just like you would find in the United States. What I'm noticing here is that people are looking at these pictures and walking away with a smile on their face.
I think it's good. I'm really excited when I see this smiling that you say.
Jorge, why is Botero so important to Colombia?
Well, probably because he's one of the most... He works with the volume, but also he represented different political situations in Colombia. And that's incredible way to represent the history of art in Colombia, but also the different perspective from his own technique.
The Botero collection lies in a complex of museums, with one devoted to money and cheering the heart of pneumatic fanatic Fred.
That's exciting. Poured in World War II, maybe even in a giant shell mold, bullet mold.
Like a bullet, yeah. Coins linked to gold, and Bogotá features a phenomenal assortment at a facility rated by National Geographic as one of the top museums of any kind in the whole world. Fred should like this gold museum because over on another side of it, it says miners were respected specialists who were held in high esteem because they knew the secrets of the earth and how to extract metals from it. Of course, with Fred, he just likes the pretty colors. Moving outside, simply wandering the streets and admiring the skill found in a plethora of murals proves amusing. Or try the main plaza for a chance to commune with local wildlife. Chumming the pigeons. Are they more dangerous than sharks? Oh, look at that. Whoa. Luckily, a snail's pace allows extra time for day trips, including riding up a funicular to Monserrate and the chance to see the city below. Churches, a nature trail, and pleasant restaurant lure visitors. A longer trip took us by a site linked to one point of the country's fame. A connection to things you might see on screen. Pablo Escobar, he's the subject of many stories, and he actually owned this castle at one time. It took a lot of money to own it, and the narco business helped with that. From there, we moved into a town called Zipaquirá, which shows another example of magical realism at a cathedral dug into the heart of the community's gigantic salt mine. Fred, I thought that a salt mine would be all white, and this is not all white, even if it wasn't for the colored lights. Why?
This is a great big breccia, composed mostly of shale, and the salt is a secondary mineral, and it's mixing with shale fragments, so it turns it black. And you can't miss it. It's salt, because if you rub your finger on it and taste it, you'll taste the salt.
Did you do that?
No, you don't need to, because you can smell it.
This may be an archaeological wonder, but it is also a tourism madhouse. Not easy to navigate and kind of hard to figure out what's going on. Back in town, magic continues in foodie heaven. As the third biggest coffee exporter in the world, Colombia fosters fancy cups. As for food, local crops often dominate. My heart went out to a simple dish of soup called ajiaco, prepared for 4 of us at the Muisca Hotel while we sat on a rooftop terrace overlooking the city. A hint of surprise hit when I looked down at my placemat and recognized words from the Colombian literary classic that spawned the term magical realism. Though not set in Bogotá, 100 Years of Solitude gets mentioned at the city's museum since the book stands as an icon for the country. Things have a life of their own. It's just a matter of awakening their soul. Effectively turned into a Netflix series, 100 Years of Solitude also influenced the film Strategy of the Snail, whose title earned smiles whenever I mentioned it to locals.
I remember that this movie is special for me because I see for first time in the school, in the high school, and it's not common that this kind of movies have a option for childs in the schools. But this one is for me is one of the better movies for try to explain the quality or the different situations of the political process of Colombia.
My own snail-like strategy caused a failure in set jetting when I scheduled a late trip to the movie location amidst a rainstorm and heightened security throughout the nearby presidential mansion. So, Strategy of the Snail is an approach we've taken in Bogotá. This is the street where it filmed, except on the other side of the president's mansion, which we can't get through. And now that it's raining, we probably won't. Hotel Muisca, back after a failed attempt at set jetting with the Strategy of the Snail, so I am finding a way to recover from my misery. I missed the film site, but recovered. After all, magic is real in Bogotá.